angels, welcome back to another video of me probably pouring out all of my vulnerable stories. But I love it, I don't mind it, and I have realised in life when I do this, I do get people reach out saying that it's helped them with things, so here I am. So we are probably going to get quite deep in this video because I have literally been going on such a wild journey that has just made me learn so much about success, learn so much about business, learn so much about like your nervous system when you have blocks and how you can actually be working against yourself. And I wish I could have watched a video like this at the beginning of my journey, and I'm hoping that through me trying to explain how I've navigated through this, how I've noticed that I had these blocks in the first place, it might help you look at yourself and see if you have anything to work through as well. I'll get dug into it. I'm excited. I've literally got a bit of matcha left, so if you see me sipping on it, there's literally a clump of matcha, which is just not a vibe, but we'll go for it. But I'll paint the picture a little bit anyway in case you guys don't know me. I'm assuming most who will watch this will have been following my journey on Instagram. And this is ultimately going to come down to like the real reason that I did come off social media and why I stayed off it for so long and actually struggled to come back on. Now, those who do know me, like I am a content girly, that's how I'm known. I had a business called The Content Club. My current business is called Content Stylist. Ever since basically been born, I've always loved getting pictures and content of things. It's just my thing. I think it's what I'm here to do on this planet, and I just adore it. Like I am always getting the content. So I've suddenly found it really difficult to show up online and post content and share content and feel resistance to doing it. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? And it knocked me, I'm not gonna lie, because I was like, oh, it was like the success I had previously a bit of a fluke. But anyway, I'm gonna dig into it. So, okay, let's rewind back to probably 2021. Okay, so 2020 is when I first got the bug for like entrepreneurship. So that was like 5 years ago now. And it was in lockdown, and I did always like all my life be like, oh, I want something more. Like I didn't want to depend on, and you know, I mean, no shade when I say this, but you know, like depend on a man to get the life that I wanted. Like I wanted to create the life of my dreams. You know, even though I didn't see it as that back then, I was just like, I know that I love the nice things in life. I want to be able to fund that for myself. And I literally had just done 2 seasons, 2 years worth of 4 seasons. So I'd like gone skiing and done a season in the chalets. I did that 2 years in a row actually. I did a summer season in Ibiza, and then I did a summer season in Greece, and then I came home. And I was like, okay, what do I want to do? I could keep doing these seasons, or I could go and create like a life that means I can pay to go on these holidays and don't just have to work on them. And I had a partner at the time, and I moved to Chester, which was one of the hardest things to do ever. I got so homesick, which is weird, isn't it? Like I didn't feel homesick when I travelled. But anyway, that will become apparent actually the more I share why I was so homesick. And basically I moved to Chester because I thought, okay, I might create a career here, like all the things. I remember getting a job as like, I guess like a shift supervisor. I thought it was like a nice bar restaurant vibe in Chester. I was like, I could maybe work my way up, manage it. In my head back then, I was like, absolutely made it if I'm a manager. Fast forward, moved back home, came back here in lockdown. I remember going on social media more, finding my love for content more. Like I spoke about this in another video, but I used to be always on the go, going places, like driving here, driving there, seeing people, and then lockdown made all of that stop. And I feel like it actually made me find myself. Like I realized I discovered my love for self-development books, mindset books. I've discovered my love for content, getting like visual Pinterest vibe content. If you literally scroll down on my Insta, you'll see when it begun. I think the first picture I got was of a cake and it had the beige background, and that just made me fall in love with the colour beige and neutral. It's so funny. So yeah, in lockdown, and actually, how long are we in? We're 5 minutes in. Okay, I'm going to tell you this story really quick. I just think this was so aligned. So I started to really invest in my fashion as well, because that's another thing. Like, as I say, lockdown, I literally found myself. I found my love for all things that make me me now. Mindset books, self-development books, social media content, fashion, fitness, I guess, in a sense, although I'm literally going to Pilates in an hour, so I'm really trying to bring that back again. I lost all my weight in lockdown, I started running in lockdown, and then found business as well in lockdown. Anyway, so my love for fashion, and I really started investing in it, and I remember it feeling like a bit uncomfortable because I was such like a just order from like ASOS PLT and like would wear the outfit once and then just never wear it again, and like I never really invested in my fashion. And I started to like look on Pinterest and I found my love for like minimal neutrals. Anyway, this is heading somewhere. I saw these shoes on Mango and I was obsessed. They were sandals and I was just like addicted. I was like, I need them in my life. And I think they were like £80, so they were quite a lot for sandals, I guess. And I couldn't find them anywhere. I was gutted, and I started looking on Depop and I found them, and the girl was selling them for like a bit more than what it was on the shop. Naughty, but I wanted them that bad. I was like, I'm just gonna pay it. And her name was Emily Smith, and I was like, I'm gonna search on Insta just to make sure like she's legit. And I didn't find that Emily, but I did find a different Emily Smith who literally, I looked at her Insta, I was like, she's such a vibe, I'm just gonna follow her. Like, I never followed people who I didn't know. Like, I was so like, I don't know, I feel like people didn't used to do that as much, I don't know. So I didn't used to do it, but so I followed her. Anyway, the more I was posting fashion content, the more I was just like being myself online. She reached out to me with the travel business opportunity, and the rest is history. That's where my business journey began. And I just think how wild, like the butterfly effect of that. Like if I didn't start investing in my fashion, like I wouldn't have ended up following her, and like she wouldn't have reached out. It's just weird. It's just so weird. So yeah, lockdown was a ride. And anyway, so I did the travel business for a little while, which was a network marketing thing. And I loved it. I learned so much content, running a business, mindset, self-development, like the coaching calls were insane. I then met my boyfriend as well, like literally not long after lockdown. Like everything fell into place when I started pouring into myself, which is just crazy. And I say crazy because it's just such a simple thing to do. Just follow what lights you up and pursue it. So yeah, I just think that's crazy. So please, if you take anything from this video, please do that. I'm just gonna have a little sip of this. So, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, okay. So fast forward a bit, so I won't give you the whole life story. Met my boyfriend, we were dating, like I then started a different network marketing business. Like nothing was really working, and I could feel like I just wasn't really stepping in my true power. I knew I was capable, but I just didn't really know how. And I remember we was in Tesco car park, we'd just gone to get the food shop, and I just started crying in the car. Like I just was like, I just feel like I know I have so much potential, and I just feel like I'm failing. I feel like I just don't know what to do. I know I can, like, I just want to know what to do. Like, I know I want this life for myself. And I remember him saying like, you've got time, like, it's fine, like, you'll figure it out. And I just remember feeling so low. And not long after, I got the idea for the content club. And anyway, I knew I was capable, but I just didn't, it felt like something was just constantly pushing me back. And this is relevant. So I seeked out a coach, an incredible coach called Hannah. She doesn't do coaching anymore, but I wish she would. If you're watching this, Hannah, please do coaching again. And she taught me so much, like, honestly, like all things strategy. I just absolutely thrived working with her. And like, I knew it was in me. And like she used to say, she was like, you're the one doing it. I'm like, well, no though, because like you showed me the way, like you showed me the strategy. So again, fast forward, my business was absolutely thriving. I was able to leave my job, like everything. I was at my peak, yet I felt just, I just like, it didn't matter how much money I brought in. It didn't matter how much success I got. It didn't matter how many nice comments I was getting and how many people were saying like how much I was helping them. Like, I just didn't feel good, and I just didn't feel like I could switch off. I just was like, this isn't what I built a business for. Like, I want to be happy. I want to be proud of what I'm doing. I want to be able to enjoy, you know, the lifestyle I'm creating for myself. And I just couldn't. And then it was so weird and so aligned. My friend Liss literally came into she just rang me randomly one day. Like, we didn't even know each other that well. And I remember I was having a really hard time with my corporate job as well. And I was just like, I just feel like I want to quit. And she was like, do it. And she's like, just do it. She's like, just jump, like life will hold you. And I was like, okay. And obviously as well, like I was doing that, but also was feeling like unaligned with the business that I was doing. So it was a little bit crazy, but I think I thought, oh, if I quit my corporate job that's making me miserable, I'll probably be happy in my business because like I won't have the corporate job. Anyway, I didn't. And I just felt like I was just constantly, I don't know, I wouldn't have been able to say this in words then. I know now on reflection, but I remember the feelings that I was feeling. And it just felt, and as well because the business that I had at the time kind of thrived on showing the success, I felt even more of a fraud. It was just mad. So yeah, I then took my gorgeous friend, and she helps you become the best version of yourself. Like, I can't even put into words how amazing she is. Like, so she has developed a course that I just think everyone needs in life, even if you're not in business, to be honest. But her niche is business, but like the strategy. So she helps you learn how to shed blocks, how to rewire them, how to be a better, more healed, aligned version of yourself, and then helps you like generate a strategy in a business that is aligned to you. Hence like what I'm doing now. Like she's just freaking incredible. I'll tag her below. She's Lissy_consciously create. I'm pretty sure that's her handle. She's amazing. You need her in your life, guys. So anyway, she was like, come off socials, just get, like, she could see I was stuck in my masculine energy, which is like do. Like I couldn't enjoy life, feminine energy, like when you're like being present, enjoying. I was stuck in that. I was also very like I was building everything from a very wounded place. And you know, like they're saying, it's like the strategy will only get you so far, but your nervous system will hold you back. And I literally thought I had money blocks. I thought, oh, I must have money blocks. Like I thought I needed more money to make me more happy or give me more freedom. But actually no, like it's so funny looking back. So that's what I said to her. I was like, I think I've got money blocks. And she was like, it's interesting you say that. Obviously she didn't tell me what she knew about me because we was only in the early days of her coaching me. And she was like, you just need to come off everything. Just come off socials, log off. So if you remember me, you'll remember that I did. I logged out. And then the craziest thing happened. I mean, this was only a year ago. I remember just the moment I logged out of everything. Like I had to tell all my team because I was doing network marketing. Like I told like everyone at the content. I remember, I don't know why I felt I had to tell everyone. I was like, I'm having a break. I think it's because I was so available all the time to everyone. And I was like, okay, I'm coming off everything. And I literally like, you know, like disabled all the apps so I couldn't log in, logged out of everything. And I remember, getting goosebumps saying this. I just literally was like, and I just cried and I had a bath and I just couldn't stop crying. It was the weirdest thing. I've got such goosebumps right now. And I didn't know why I was crying either. And I literally spent a week, and it was summer, it was sunny, and I just woke up and I did what I wanted. I'd quit my corporate job as well. Obviously, I made sure the work was done for the content club. Like, it was, you know, that was done. I wasn't not going to work, but that was, I didn't have to do anything. Like, I felt like I did. I was like, oh my God, I'm not showing up. Like, but I actually didn't. So yeah, I woke up, I started reading Ask and It's Given, which is an amazing book. Yeah, I just started the day. I actually made myself like a nourishing breakfast. I went for a walk, I got out, and I just started to heal, like, this overdrive in me. And it was amazing. Like, I ended up doing it for like 2 months. I ended up then, like, I guess enjoying it a bit too much, but no, you can't enjoy it too much, but you know what I mean. And I remember, like, my and Dan's relationship flourished. We went into autumn, and you know, I look back to that time. It felt dark and scary and confusing, but it was beautiful because I really did strip and kill that side of me that was running from just absolute, like, I guess just needing to prove something and needing to get it for the wrong reasons. So anyway, gosh, I am blabbing on. 16 minutes, okay, we're all good. So bring it back to now time. So then I went on a journey of, who do I want to become? What kind of business do I want? Like really doing it from a place now of, okay, what feelings do I like? Success to me is calm, it's freedom, it's flow, it's luxury. You know, like, I'm gonna do business soon. I've got, like, I'll have a candle on, like, I'll have nice music on in the background. Like, it's not rush, it's not grr, but it's not as easy as just flipping the switch. Like, you've got to do a lot of rewiring anyway. But to rewire, you have to be aware of what it is that the blocks there. What stories have you learned? Like, for example, and this is a really basic one that probably a lot of us will have, I thought to have success or to earn a lot of money, I had to work really hard and had to, like, do, like, so many hours. So guess what? Like, I created that reality. And if I only spent an hour on business, which is maybe all it needed, my body and my mind would find something else to do to fill that time. Because my belief was, you have to work hard to be able to, like, earn lots of money. So that's just a basic one, but any belief that you have runs the show. So, like, if you say, I don't know, I've got to run, I don't know, I can't think of one now, but whatever it is, like, your brain will find evidence to back that up, and it will make you approach life in that way and make sure that becomes your reality. I hope I explained that well. So it's just wild when you realize and you dig and you get them out, and you have to be aware of them first. So it does take being brave, putting your big girl brave pants on, and really getting to know yourself, getting really aware, getting really honest about things that you've learned. And then you, like, literally just put your hand on your chest and you, like, where did I learn this? And it takes a little bit of time. Sometimes it depends how aware you are, how open you are to going inwards. But almost all the time it comes up. Like, I'm journaling and I'm like, oh, like, I learned that when I was at school, and, like, this little girl said something horrible to me or something like that. I don't know, something stupid, like, and you're like, oh my God. And it's not the thing that was the problem, it's what you interpreted it as. So it's wild. So anyway, I've been kind of on this journey, like, for a year of, like, things coming up and then rewiring it, things coming up, rewiring it. And I got to a place, and Liss explained it as like a glass of bubbles, and she's like, once you see one, like, more bubbles start coming, and then there's all these little beliefs, and you keep, like, dealing with them, and it, like, feels a bit overwhelmed. There's loads and loads, and, like, more bubbles. And I got to this place where I ironically invested in mentorship because I thought I needed more strategy. I just felt that, like, and, like, don't get me wrong, she was worth every goddamn penny. She was amazing, and she was always on my, like, goal list. I wanted to work with her. And I've learned so much that I'm, like, implementing as we speak. So by all means, it was worth it. But, like, it was like, there was still that, but but I couldn't see, and this is only in the last month, guys, so this is up to date now. And talk about aligned, one of my clients, she has a breathwork and Kundalini business, and I help her with her social media, her content, and obviously naturally working with her, I've learned so much more about it. And I attended one of her events to get content, and she said, sit on the mat, do it, like experience it. And I was just like, whoa, like, it's like, it helps you see things you cannot see. It helps you what's the word I want to use? Access. Yeah, it helps you access things inside of you that your brain cannot access. And apparently how Kundalini works is the energy works through it. It's obviously very spiritual, and it brings you above consciousness, so above your thoughts, and lets you access things when you've not got your brain running the show. And it was just such an incredible experience. And then she launched a 6-week transformation, which day one started the day that I moved in the house. And I was like, girl, I need to be part of this. So I started on it, like doing it, and the things that have come up. And I do genuinely believe this is like I've been getting rid of all the roots of like these limiting beliefs over this last year, but this is like the really embedded deep root that everything stems from. If you've seen Inside Out, you know, when she gets the little memories and it's all at the bottom, it's like that, it's your nervous system. So anyway, what I discovered, especially when I was doing the mentorship at the beginning of the year and creating the business that I've got now, is to bring it back to why I'm not showing up on social media, I kept saying I was too busy, I was working with clients, this, that and the other. And I remember clearing my schedule, like I got caught up on everything. And I sat there like, okay, let's create content. I've been saying it's because I've not had enough time, and I couldn't. And I was like, what the F is this? And I realized it must be a nervous system thing. Like if your nervous system perceives something as danger, it will literally it's like trying to get up and walk and you can't. Like I felt that resistance with creating content and showing up. And there was a couple of like minor things behind that. Firstly, obviously, the last time I showed up and created success, I ended up being in that hyper overdrive place. My body was like, no, we don't want to get to that again. My harassing manager in my corporate job used to stalk me and send me horrible emails about my social media. So again, I think I had that fear of like being watched and people judging, and I remember how I don't know, I felt violated. Like even though I've got my social media on public, like just for someone to be emailing me, being nasty. And I blocked her as well. So she was stalking me through her brother's account apparently, which is so weird. She was literally like in her 50s, like so bizarre. So there was that as well. Again, I got clear on that, rewired that, told myself I was safe, it was okay. But then the deep, deep, deep belief, oh my God. And yeah, even talking about that, I'm like, oh God, it's heavy. But I will explain it in a light way. But I just felt like I couldn't prioritize myself. I felt I had to put everyone and everything first, and I just did it on autopilot. So I've been working through this, and I woke up the other day and I was like, the first thing I thought when I got to the kettle was, oh, I'll make Dan a coffee. And I know that's so little, but that's just one example. I'm like, but what about me? And don't get me wrong, Dan's amazing. He puts me first all the time. So it's not like he takes advantage of it or anything. But I realized how much I struggle. And that filtered down into showing up on social media, showing up in my content. And I wonder what time it is, by the way, because I don't want to miss my Pilates class. Hang on, I'm going to pause. Okay, we're all good. We have time still. I am bloody yapping on. Have I got this on cinematic? I did have it on cinematic. I'm hoping I didn't on the last video. Anyway, so yeah, it was that, and also it was like a double one that I'm kind of working on at the minute. Fear of success. Who has freaking fear of success? Apparently a lot of people. And the fear that I had, so this is wild, and it does just show how like content and things like that is my gift. Every time I post content, near enough every time, I have someone in my DMs asking to work with me. So grateful for that. But that freaked me out, because the last time I created success, I obviously, this unhealed thing where I prioritize everything but me, like to the point I would work all hours of the clock and neglect myself. I'd like self-abandon, I'd not get proper sleep, I wouldn't eat properly, like, because my deep belief is that I'm not at the top of the list. And it's really sad, because like, imagine building from that place, but then deep down I'm exhausted, and like, I do want to prioritize, like in my mind I want to prioritize myself. In my mind I want to wake up and put my makeup on and do my hair and have a matcha, which I've done this morning, and enjoy it and not be thinking, oh, I need to do this. I'm rewiring it now. It seems such a basic thing to prioritize yourself and pour into yourself, but it affects you in so many layers of life. So for example, the busier I got with clients, I didn't feel like I could like prioritize my business first. I had to prioritize them. What else? If I had to work on business and I don't know, someone called me and said, oh, can you help me with this? I'd have to prioritize them first. So I was in this constant like battle with myself. It's just mad. And then, so then the fear of success was there as well. And it's like, I'd be struggling to prioritize myself to create the content, but then also I had the fear, because I know what I'm capable of when I really show up in my power, and everything that I want, like growing my business and obviously creating more wealth and helping people get more results. I was scared that I'd self-abandon again. Can you see how it's all like linked? It's just wild. And I was chatting about this with a client the other day, and now that I'm so aware of how these blocks can really ripple into your business, into how you show up, like, this is such a thing that I'm always going to do with my clients. I'm not going to claim that I'm an expert in it or anything like that, but I can see the signs now. So like, this one client, like, she's incredible at what she does, and I've noticed, like, you know, as like I help her create the content, things like that, and without disclosing too much, like, I felt there was like a bit of resistance there, and like, we chatted about it, and like, we got to the bottom that she has a bit of fear of the success as well. And it's just mad, and I think it's so magical to be able to discover that, because then you can change the story. Once you're aware of it, that's that's all you need, like, because then from there you can change it. And I'm going to give you some tips. I mean, as I say, so She Looks Within is the girl who does the Breathwork Kundalini. I hugely recommend. She does online sessions in person. So if you feel that resistance and you're like, oh, like, you want to get clear on it, she's your girl. She'll help you see it. I wish I'd have done that years ago, honestly. And then if you're in business and you're wanting to then find the way to how to rewire yourself, become that like wealthy, abundant, fulfilled version of yourself, have a business to match, Lissy_consciously create is your girl. And then if you want all things like business strategy and learning how to actually like strategically run a business, the Breakthrough Society, she was incredible. Honestly, I've had all the girls on my side. I've had a team to get me to this place. But this is the thing, right? Like, people see a successful business, they see a lifestyle or whatever, and they just think, oh, but like, there's a lot that you have to do behind the scenes. But anyway, I'm going to give you some tangible tips that has really helped me, even aside from all the investing that I've done. And you guys have access to this for free, and I hugely recommend ChatGPT. Now, he won't give you what these other girls have obviously done for me, but he's great if you want to use him as a bit of a therapist and just explain what you're feeling. And like, he even gives you like affirmations that you can do daily, a bit of like a daily, like, I don't know. So for me, prioritizing myself, I use a lot of the, I suppose, the strategies that Liss has taught me. So I know how it works. I understand. So that's the really good thing about her course. You fully understand why it works. And I'm such a why girl. I have to understand, like, if chat tells me to do something, I'm a bit like, why? Whereas like she like teaches you and makes you understand why you're doing it, and you get all this knowledge, and then it makes you obviously more accustomed to do it. So anyway, chat will give you like little things to do. So for example, every morning he was like, just go and have a sip of water and say the affirmation, this is me pouring into myself, and like regulating my nervous system. Because that's the thing, my nervous system didn't think it was safe to put myself first, which is just crazy. So I could be like, I'm putting myself first, but like that's when your body goes into like, oh, this is danger. So yeah, use ChatGPT, use the prompts, explain what you're feeling. He's a babe. He's literally a babe, and you've got him at your fingertips if you are wanting to, yeah, just have that dipping your toe into working through any blocks that you've got. But if you relate to any of this, guys, and you're like, oh, loose, like, yes, I have content blocks, or even if just general, like, I love chatting about this stuff. Pop me a message on Insta or voice note about it. Like, I always did wonder if, like, I should go into mindset, but I do think it is more of a passion thing, and it will just feed through into when I work with clients and my social media and things, but maybe not like my career, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I always love to chat about it. I always love to help people be the best version of themselves. I'm just having a little look at my notes. I think I shared everything. Yeah. So yeah, that's my crazy business journey ride, guys. I wanted to share it to give you an insight into, well, just everything, and like how interesting as well that that's what was stopping me on socials. I had so many messages from you guys like, are you okay? You've not posted in so long. Yeah, and just being able to get clear on those blockers and then bring myself back. And I am slowly but surely, I'm not still in my full power, but I'm having to learn a new way now, because I used to show up, obviously, like I've got all the strategies in my head, I know what I need to do, I've learned them, but I was showing up from a fuel that was seeking this feeling of, I guess, like happiness, fulfillment, but because I was not broken, but you know what I mean, I was like unhealed, and it was like seeking worthy. Like now I've learned to just feel worthy, feel enough. Obviously I'm rewiring being able to prioritize myself, rewiring that it's fine, I'm not going to self-abandon again if I create all the success. I'm creating a business that isn't going to keep me in overdrive and not be able to stop for a breath. But it's taking time to get my nervous system on board with that. I can't remember where I was going with this. Oh yeah, and then the fuel as well. This was a big one. The fuel that got me the success last time is gone. Poof, like, so I've had to find the new fuel that's nice fuel. It's not nasty, like negative and grr. It's like, okay, it's like excitement. It's like, okay, this is what's possible. And that's obviously then what made me realize I have a fear of success. But now I'm learning it again, and I'm like, okay, no, like the results I can get, the clients, and you know, the experiences I can create, and I don't know, it's really getting like that positive drive rather than the scarcity drive. So yeah, I'm gonna leave this here. Oh, if you made it this far, well done, guys. This was deep, but hopefully you saw something in this for yourself. Hopefully this opened your eyes to business, that it's, you know, not just making money. It's not just getting the idea and then posting it. It's like, it's a whole thing if you want to really become the most happiest, fulfilled, wealthy, aligned business owner. So yeah, I'll leave this here. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.